them know that we are the American Indians. Copper color Indians, baby. A real Indian, American Indian is me, not from Africa. Remember that.
African Americans here, but they recently moved here from places like Kenya, Ethiopia, Zambia, Zimbabwe, and Zaire. But now the brother whose family's lived in this country for generations, occupying space in all the locations, New York, Miami, LA, Detroit, Chicago, even if he's wearing a dashiki and sporting an afro. And if you go to Africa in search of your race, you'll find out quick, you're not an African American. You're just a black American in Africa taking up space.
And we are not Africans. We are not African. Are you an African, baby? I'm not no African. Nigga, you a lying motherfucker. You nigga talking about we African. You African, nigga. I ain't African.
Yeah. Conscious. Matic. Alright, so far away I come from. I sit and wonder about the times that it made sense, but nowadays I don't worry about what's past tense. My younger days I used to hang around with mad friends. If we just fell out, I don't really know what happened. A lot of people come around and keep you stagnant, distraction. So yeah, don't show them no compassion. We was really out here grinding, really rapping, stacking them Franklins, them Grants, and them Jacksons. Imagine if we would've never chased our passion, we probably would've never knew what happened. They was all just talk, we showed action. Once they leave, don't you let them back in. Just pack up all their stuff and send them packing. I'm blacking on anybody thinking they could act up with me. This vibe ain't for free, cause where I'm at in life, I'm only focused on me. Note the self, know yourself, focus on your health. They don't wanna help, then fuck it, do it by yourself. Don't give them no excuse to put you on the shelf. If it's me, myself, and I, then it's no one else. Yeah. Self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself.
Yeah, practice what you preaching, but clearly they not practicing entitlement and pride. Yeah, those two things they factor in. Spiral out of control just from all the bantering. When they accustomed to talking behind your back with all that chattering, I remove myself before I abuse myself. Talk about self-love, but you gotta do it yourself. Yeah, I won't act too good for no help. We all healing now. Said some things about me that ain't true. How you feeling now? Even at my lowest, they tried to find a way to bring me down. Big y'all up for years, ain't talking just the brand or the sound. I don't throw things around, I do it from the heart proud. Mama just wanna see her sunshine, removing them dark clouds.
Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Yeah, self-love is the best love. It's the people who always give that never get love. They ain't real enough to probably say they messed up. Just let it go and make the best of it. Love yourself. Yeah. Conscious. Matic.
Yep. Come on in.
Yeah.
Cause I'm gonna talk mad shit. Cause we got the money for the loss.
Cigar, smoke up the memories as I sit and dust them off. Why do people say it's just to piss you off? Ignore them, no call button and then dress too par. Now they can't test the guards, had to defy the odds. It only get tougher back then, we thought times was hard. Told them don't write me off, told her don't type at all. To all the ones that gave up, this a reply to y'all. That wavy haired kid that you knew, been on a tear since. The crowds was lower than the laughter, now that I'm here hearing the praise for staying committed to something they played with. It was always about us, it's never about who's your favorite. Took my insecurities and made my future more secure. The way we moving, it's like we really been here before. The proof is in the progress from the year before. Furthermore, we wanted to further things more. They took another route, so what you think we kings for? No angel ever said, yo, who these wings for? Ain't no champion ever said, who these rings for? So don't question what God doing, who you live for. Start accepting who you are and what you do it for. Doing less, doing more, it's really either or. Meet them halfway when one close, here go another door. Here go your dreams, what you running for? Head full of steam, cause you want it, huh? But it's in your genes, you was born a star.
Yeah, damn, we done came far. The blessings soon pay off. I don't get a day off. Feel like the playoffs, they like, when y'all gon' take off? Dale got laid off, now we focused on trademarks. We just making hits after hits, no aid off. Now they wanna eat off the same plate that I ate off. They really be brainwashed. I sold for trade-offs. Listen to these verses, these are thoughts that I brainstorm. People do me wrong, but nowadays I just
So, salute. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Grand Rising. So, and it is a grand rising. I'm going to say this. It's Saturday morning. I'm Chief Morning Thunder. And I'm about to thunder up in this bitch. Grand Rising. First, I want to say this. Thank you for all those that are not members of Wire for dropping off those funds so we can file this lawsuit. We got every motherfucking dime to file our lawsuit. Okay? And guess what? White people dropped money on this lawsuit. White people, yo, who wish to remain anonymous. Okay? Motherfuckers that stand on our race ain't dropped one penny. But let me just go back a little bit before Wire even asked for the support from the community. Let me say this. We already had the money. We already got it. Any move I make, I always have plan B. We already got the money to file the lawsuit. Okay? We already got it. So let me just put that out there. Let me just put that out there. But we're, as a nation, we're supposed to ask the community for support. That's what we're supposed to do. We're supposed to ask the community so we can go and get this shit done. Seriously. And because of your personal motherfucking hate of a woman making these motherfucking moves, and because you just personally hate me, period, and can't stand to see my presence, that keeps you from supporting a very important movement in a time of war. You a bitch. You bitched out of the war. You bitched out of the war. That's what you're doing. Don't tell me you didn't have $5, $10, $20. Crackheads got that. You bitched out the war. And like I said, I'm motherfucking Chief Morning Thunder, and I'm coming with the thunder. You don't have to give me a damn dime. You keep your hate and suffer in it, all y'all sick motherfuckers. I mean, you got motherfuckers in this community that's sick as hell. I mean, literally living by tubes. That's just doing something outright evil shit. And you wonder why you suffering. I smoke cigarettes like a motherfucker. Ancestors, I ain't got no high blood pressure, no diabetes, none of that shit. And I got sexy flappy arms. Ancestors just got my ass on reserve, I guess. I'm doing the right shit. And I'm real with what I do. And you don't like it because it's not you. You don't like it because it's not you. Because you're a punk when it comes to war. You them motherfuckers that when a war is going on, you lay on the ground and play dead till the shit's over. Because you're a punk. And you a wench. You're a punk and a punkette. You're a coward. By the way, we ain't having no fucking powwow. Don't show up. So it's canceled. How about that? It's canceled. Don't show up. Please don't. Don't. Because we canceled that bitch. We're going to do something else with our money for our own individual selves as a nation. Don't even show up. There's one YouTube channel owner that I support that's a member of my YouTube channel. That's Ad Power. He's a member of my YouTube channel, and I appreciate that. That's a monthly donation. And there's others too, and I so appreciate that. I'm not even no big YouTuber where you get big checks from YouTube. But just the mere fact of being a member of my channel, that is so heart-touching. For real. For real, for real. We moving forward with our second lawsuit. We coming after those African American museum creators. We coming after y'all asses. When you got white people hitting your goddamn Cash App to knock them shits down because they fake. We moving forward. People be filing dumb shit in district courts, federal courts, dumb shit. And the shit we filing is major. Let me show you an example of some dumb shit. Funny shit that's literally filed in federal district court. But the point is, the people who filed this lawsuit got some damn integrity and balls and standing on their shit. And that's why I respect it. I don't care how dumb it is. The mere fact you went in there and say, yo, the fuck you doing on my property? Look at this shit. Let me cut this shit off first. Hold up. Let me get back. I gotta see where y'all is, of course. And y'all see the headlines. Motherfuckers is weak, yo. Punks. I'm serious. I ain't hitting nobody Cash App no fucking more, man. Shit is crazy. Connecticut couple sues state for allegedly filming their property via camera carrying bear. They put the Department of DEP, Department of Environmental Protection, put a camera on this bear. And this couple is suing the state for filming their property. Last month, a husband and wife in West Hartland, Connecticut, filed a lawsuit alleging that the Department of Energy and Environmental Protection, that's called D, outfitted a bear with a camera so that the Bruin could gather footage on their 104th and seizure guaranteed by the Fourth Amendment. Their lawsuit includes an injunction to get the photographic evidence removed and destroyed. The lawsuit filed in the lawsuit filed in the district court on May 31st, 2023, alleges that deep officials put a camera on a bear that's known to frequent the Brock property on an unknown date prior to May 20th, but subsequent to January 1, 2023. The defendant, Deep, affixed a collar to a bear number 119, which contained a camera. The complaint reads. The defendant thereupon released the bear in the vicinity of plaintiff's property. Mark Brock has run afoul of Heartland's bear related regulations before. In 2020, the town sued him for allegedly feeding bears in violation of local ordinances. According to Connecticut Insider, Brock is part owner of a company called Nature Havens, which offers paying customers a chance to view bears and other wildlife species during visits to the Galt property. The lawsuit stemmed from several public hearings held back in 2020 when Heartland residents accused Brock and others of deliberately feeding bears in an attempt to attract them to his large parcel of forested land. Brock publicly denied those accusations. It is unfortunate that this issue is being motivated by a few neighbors of Nature Havens who don't understand the facts, he told Fox 61 at the time. In 2020 statement, Deep officials told Fox 61 they were aware of Galt's apparent wildlife tourism business, but they didn't have jurisdiction over his property. The state agency has not yet responded to Field and Stream's request for comment on the more recent lawsuit. By most estimates, the Constitution state is home to more than 1,000 bears. In 2022, bear human interactions soared to new heights, more than doubling the number of incidents recorded in 2021. In response to the severe uptick in bear break ins and other conflicts, legislators proposed the state's first ever black bear hunting season in March 2023. That measure enjoyed early support and endorsement from the governor, but it was ultimately tabled by lawmakers who bowed to pressure from anti hunting groups. So, my whole purpose for reading this is because the owners of this land had the warrism power to go and fight for their shit in court, federal court. You might think it's stupid and silly, but the point is they went after the state's ass. They went after the state's ass. They know what to do. They didn't run up to the state with guns and bullets and bulletproof vests and a whole fucking war behind them. They went to go to the state's ass based on constitutional law, which is their right to do. Now, my question is this. Motherfuckers is putting up and already put up African American museums and wrote history behind those statues, monuments, pictures put up about shit happening to Africans brought here on slave ships and enslaved in North America. Now, the problem I have with that shit did happen, but it happened to a different set of people who happen to be aboriginals here. Okay? So if you're an aboriginal here, Indian here, that history that they putting up in those African American museums is your history. When does your story come into play? Because it's the exact same fucking story. But they put Africans on the story, on the crime scene. That's grounds for lawsuits to go after states' asses for fraudulently lying, conjuring up a fucking history about a people that it didn't happen to. That's grounds for fighting. In district court. Now we know our rights. Here's my next question. How the fuck can you jump up on somebody's panel, okay, and have a YouTube channel and say, nigga, I will kill you. I will pull up on you. Meet me here over your race identity as a people, right? You could kill the next person on YouTube, threaten to kill them, threaten their life, threaten to show up and meet them and whoop their ass. But you won't take your motherfucking ass down to district court and stand on the exact same thing that you threatened your brother for on YouTube. What the is there something wrong? I'm just going to let that sit out there. You will debate somebody about your motherfucking history, right? And fight them in a debate on YouTube, but you won't go take that same motherfucking argument to the district court to get the shit fixed. What's the problem? I'm just going to you know what? I'm going to let that shit sit there for a second. I'm still hot. I'm going to let that sit and let it sink in your damn head. Let that shit sink in.
I'm high off a round of applause, taking the cash to deposit. All of that talking is polished. Played out the gate, they sing praise, but I'm unapproachable, save it. Can't tell me shit, I've been on one. Losing my grip and I'm slipping. We still alive, but ain't living. Anxiety fall through to cripple me. Your calls going missing. The devil busy, he tempt me. Too much elixir, my enemy. In my mind, it's like 10 of me. They don't sound like your symphony. Sucking all of my energy. I'm not asking for empathy. Unless it's for the babies of the street, they a product of colic. Reality is running up to rob me of my sleep. The world been cold as gravity is pushing down. It's hard to breathe. Still it's solid on one knee. My pen is hollow, let it bleed. Trying to convince me that you give a fuck about my needs. How you finna fix the issue y'all don't even see? You can miss me with them empty gestures. I do more to get by without it. I'm a living legend. You say you was ride or die. I'ma need you by my side. I've been living on the edge, just trying to get it together. Tell me, can you hold me down?
So, now that that's sat, and I hope it sunk in, can you please answer that question? You stand on it on YouTube in front of the public's eye. When you're on YouTube, a lot of us have thousands of subscribers that watch the debate like this. Yo, you mean to tell me you can do that shit publicly on YouTube, but won't stand in a court in front of a one-panel judge and stand on that shit? That shit don't make no sense to me. And if you have life circumstances issues where, well, I can't file it in lawsuit, but let me hit this sister up with $10, $20 so it could help pay for the lawsuit. That don't even come across your mind because I hate that bitch over there on YouTube. Fuck her. Mind you, I'm telling you, we already got the money even before we raised it because there are just people out in the YouTube world that stand on their shit and support the cause. But because you hate my black ass, you can't stand that bitch because she's going a little further than what the fuck I wanted to do. All I want is money out of this YouTube shit. I can't stand that bitch. She making it harder for me. She's fucking with my content creation so I can get my YouTube check. Yeah, I say we should go fight and do this, but goddamn, I don't mean it. Is that your attitude? I'm sorry to bust your motherfucking bubbles, but I'm real with shit. I happen to be real with my shit. It's my second lawsuit. The first one is still in motion. And yep, I'm doing that shit live when I make the delivery. I can't fuck with you if you ain't about real shit or making real moves. I can't. I'm not supporting I'm not hitting nobody else cash up. I'm saving my motherfucking money for my motherfucking cigarettes. This shit is fucked up. Let me tell you some of the messages I was getting with the deposit. They wanted to at least just make the deposit. I got a deposit of a motherfucking $1 from a Moor. From a Moor that said, I would really like to support this, but we Moors. Bitch, I'm not no Moor. Well, it gets funnier. But I'm going to keep your damn $1. I keep telling you, I don't find more in my history. Nothing against them at all. But back the fuck up. If you were more, why you ain't standing on that shit in court? I see y'all motherfuckers going to court being carried out in motherfucking handcuffs. So I'm not walking in no district court talking about I'm a Moor. Get the fuck out of here. I'm not a Moor. I'm an American. I'm an original American. I'm an aboriginal to this bitch. I'm from this soil. I wasn't bought here on no damn boat with no motor that blew from Africa to North America. Get the fuck out of here. And I ain't come on no goddamn Amistad to Connecticut. That's not how the fuck we got here. My third great grandmother and them drove from South Carolina in 1929 to Connecticut, bitches. Listen, that was the first one. Then I got a $5 support and said, yo, sis, we the Hebrews. Bitch, look, these motherfuckers is crazy. Let me tell, I keep telling y'all. Gave me $5 to support the lawsuit. But then he came out, sis, My ass did not come through no sea with Moses. I was already here. I'm not playing with y'all fools. This is why we can't get shit right. We all fucked up with these religions. I bet you my grandmother ain't in there down in that water walking across. I bet you. That shit don't apply to me. My ancestors don't even rock what Moses got on. Y'all better go ahead with that shit. Shit, you can't make this shit up. Then you get the African, Pan Boo Boo. All in my goddamn messages, comments, got there after the show. After we announced we filed in our second lawsuit, why would you do that? Bitch, why wouldn't I? Go stand on that you African. Why? Because, why would I do that? Because, bitch, when I come in here, you're my defendant. You standing on you African, you gonna prove that you came here on a motherfucking boat, ship, they got your parents' name, and you came here and they called you Toby? Prove it. I'm the plaintiff, motherfucker. That's why I would do it. Because you're the defendant. I'm taking y'all asses down. That's why I'm doing it. Pan Boo Boos. That's why I'm following it. Sheila Jackson Lee. That's why. Miss Jackson Lee. Prove your ancestors came here on a slave ship. Y'all asses came in here, immigrated from Jamaica on a boat. Now I can believe that. You came in from the island to the mainland. That ain't Africa, coming from Africa. Where's the records that your family was dropped off in Jamaica? And then you came in on a boat on the mainland to America. I want the proof from Africa. Fuck out of here. That's why I'm standing on what I'm doing. When I say I'm going to do something, I'm doing it. So y'all motherfuckers that don't like me, I don't give a I don't care. Your hate and your jealousy is real. That shit don't give me nothing but more positive energy on my end. Your actions make me and motivate me to file the motherfucking lawsuit. Wire is a nation, and we stick together. Wire already had the money. We ain't fucking playing around. Tribe full of soldiers and matriarchs. We're not playing. Matter of fact, this early in the morning, all of Wire is not even in my chat room, all 70. I say about a good 10 Wire members are in here right now. And a bunch of real people. Smash the like button, y'all. This shit is crazy. I don't get the logic. I don't. And even if you stand on who you are after you jump on a YouTube channel and argue with a motherfucker for 6 hours on YouTube, fighting about your race and debating about it and proving it. Even if you don't want to join our movement and support monetarily, how come you haven't even did the first thing as little as declaring your fucking race identity? And when I hear people's response to that, I ain't got to do all that. I'm just living the way I'm living. Meanwhile, they're putting up fucking African museums in opposition to your real story that you fighting for on YouTube. I don't understand your logic. I'm confused about your real actions and your real, seriously. At this point, you try, and Wooly tell me, he said, babe, you got a good heart, and you just love people, and you just care, and I keep telling you, I'm not playing with you. If you give a motherfucker one more penny, I'm out. That's what Big Willie told me. He's out. I'm not losing my motherfucking man for no motherfucking Pookie and Ray Ray in YouTube. He knows my heart because he thinks he knows. He knows my heart. He said it's because you think you're doing the right thing. And I know by you supporting people and sending them stuff. I'm going to tell you this a last time. Because you told me this last year. And I didn't listen. Because I felt I get paid. Why can't I use my money to support people in YouTube? That's how we're supposed to know. Well, he's like, no. You do it again, I'm out. I'm not losing my fucking man. I'm not losing Big Willie to nobody. Even my motherfucking good ass Meatloaf won't keep that nigga if I give another penny. So on this note, I'm not doing it. I gotta listen to my man. Before I lose him, I don't want to lose my man. Fuck you. Seriously, I don't want to lose my man. There's a lot of bitches out there with their arms open for Big Willie. I'll chop them bitches' arms off. Real quick. I'm about that life. I gotta wake up and smell the motherfucking coffee and listen to my man and keep my motherfucking money in my pocket. My personal money, that is. Because as long as I'm giving, I'm the best bitch. I'm the sweetest. I'm the most real. Let's see, when I pull back from that shit, what's going to happen. I'm going to see what's going to happen now that I pull back and keeping my little money in my pocketbook. So I could buy Sammy some new fucking sneakers for school. That motherfucker about to come be in the size 13. Y'all know. So that's the big question of today. And I'm out of this bitch in 30 minutes. Because, I need a mental break from this shit after this segment. I'm going to ride with my Big Willie on his New York run. Just so I can get a peace of mind. But I'm done. This is why this straight up moment of me asking support. Because like I said, and if you want to continue to keep donating, that's fine too. We do got the money. We have raised it. But we got to hire a lawyer. All amounts help from all people. White people just dropping it. Supporting your cause. Get them African American motherfucking museums down. Oh, and I'm white, just by the way. Fully white. Not Indian, sorry. That shit is hilarious. Reading it in my and on our thing. Now that shit's gonna be recorded. That's funny. Because it's gonna be recorded. And I know that our accountant is gonna laugh at the motherfucking notes. Because all that shit is recorded. And I appreciate that. But real quick, because I'm out of this bitch in like 30 minutes. Question. If you defend your race identity on YouTube. You're ready to kill your brother that look like you. Kill him. Oh, I'm ready to kill you. Yo, why you won't stand on that shit in court? Where there's probably going to be one white guy sitting on the bench that's probably going to say it's about fucking time. What the fuck is going on here?
I could really use your presence. Give mine in return. I know everything been hella hectic. But that body so angelic. Pull up quick, make you forget things for a minute. Take it slowly. When I'm in it, feel the flow. Take all the tension that you pinned up.
White people like, the fuck? Yo, get that shit off my back too. Cause I came here in the 1900s. I ain't hang no motherfuckers in no trees. I feel you, white people. I agree. White people like, yo, my ancestors immigrated from Italy in the 1900s. We ain't hang nobody in no Negroes in no fucking trees. I agree, white guy. I agree. And the further you look back, it's a black European that did that shit to your family. That happened to look more like his white European features. So, I posed this question, opening the panel. All right? Seriously. I posed this question. Let me put this shit in the chat. There's the link. If you defend your race identity on YouTube, why not stand on it in court? That's my question. There's the link. I'll give you a little while to get up here. Don't be no punks now. Be real with yourself today. I'll give you a few minutes to get up here. The link is in there. You ain't even got to cut your camera on. You could even come in here under a fake name. How about that? How about that? Let's go. I'm waiting. Don't be scared.
Time's been moving slowly, so we already in too deep. Can't get no sleep on each other, heavy teasing all day. And when the sun sets, you asking me to come through, kick it with you. Night turn to morning dew. Then you let's face it, baby, you know all the places, my places, your place, my place, your place, my place, just face it, no one knows my places like you do, your places like I do. Like you do. Baby, don't stop. Got the key to the lock.
Yo, Shay, I'm on my tomboy shit today, like back in the day, bro. I'm on my tomboy shit, like I was back in the 70s. You know, hit the link. Hit the link. Let's go. Come on, hit the link. Hit the link. Don't be scared. Come on, let's go. Hit the link. Come on, we're in court right now. Come on, let's go. You, Sheila Jackson, anybody. Good morning. Hit the link, Shay. Let me ask you some questions. Hit the link. Let's go. I'm ready to knock your ass out. Come on, let's go. I'm up on the panel. I'll knock your ass out up on the panel. And I'll meet you in court. Come on, let's go. Come on, pan boo-boos. Step to the motherfucking, you on the crime scene right now. Step to the motherfucking panel. Let's go. Come on, pan boo-boos. We in court. Order in the court. Let's go. Hit the link. Don't be scared. Yeah, fight any other time. Let's go. What you scared of? Let me pin this shit to the top. I'm coming to let you on. Let me pin this to the top. Because I got a little time. I got about 30 minutes to argue with you and fight before we go. Hey, we in court. Court's in session. Order in the court.
Good morning, Sister Betty.
Good morning. How you doing?
I'm okay. How you doing today, sister?
I'm doing good. So we in court.
Hold on, I don't got my lawyer with me. I don't got my representation.
Get your lawyer representation.
What we in court for today?
Proving that why the African American museums shouldn't be shut down.
Why they shouldn't be shut down?
Your proof why they shouldn't be shut down, and that it is indeed a fact that what happened to the Indians really happened to the Africans.
Well, I have my own personal perspective as far as like the African.
Excuse me, I'm sorry, sir. Excuse me. You're talking a little fast in the court. I just heard you say you have your personal what?
Yeah, because you asking me, Sister Betty.
I know it. You have your personal what?
Oh, I said I have my personal opinion about African museums.
Okay, so your personal opinion as to why the museums should be in is coming in. Is that going to be your evidence, sir, in federal court?
You hold on. First, you said why shouldn't they be shut down?
We're in court, sir. It's all about evidence at this point. So right now, you're sharing your personal reasons why, which you feel will hold some weight in the judge's decision. Correct?
Correct.
Okay, let's go.
All right. So, like I said, me personally, I don't see. I'm not Pan African. So,
what are you?
So, I don't subscribe to any group. So, when Pan Africans, I mean, because all Pan Africans don't preach go back to Africa. You know, I don't personally believe that we should be going back to Africa. I feel like we have.
Okay, so my question is, sir. First, let's identify yourself.
Yeah.
Who are you?
I'm a Black African American.
Okay. So, on that note, sir, can you please prove to the court how you're an African American?
Because my ancestors who were brought to the South came from the continent of Africa.
And how were they brought there, sir?
By way of ship, slavery, the transatlantic slave trade.
And what year was this, sir?
What year was this? This would be anywhere between the 1600s and the 1800s.
Do you have the proof of those schedules of your ancestors on the ships where they took notes?
No, I don't, because I haven't fully looked at that. But I know where my
family. Excuse me.
Hold
sir.
on. Let me answer, sister.
Wait. I just want to cut you off. I'm taking notes here.
No. Okay, now one question at a time.
All right, I'm just taking notes. That's why I said let's slow down.
Okay.
You haven't looked into it yet, but you know
I haven't looked into the specific names, but I don't really need. I don't really need to if I know enough. But I'm gonna explain to you how I know enough.
I'm a little lost here, sir.
You asked me how to.
Notes.
Can I?
I know. Wait. Shay, slow down. I'm not coming after you. I'm just taking notes. You haven't looked into the names. What names are you talking about, sir?
The oldest names you said, because they have ship manifests. They have they have list of people who would have been on these ships and
The
insurance
oldest
companies,
names of who, sir?
supposed slaves, the people that would have come over here.
So you have not looked
I
into
haven't looked that far.
as to what ship your ancestors came on
Yes, I
this
know there's
specific
people
slave
on here.
ship.
Hold on, there's people on the internet saying that they looked that far. They found, they got ship manifest. They seen names on this. I haven't looked that far, but I can tell you,
But you're okay. So may I ask then, how are you standing on that if you haven't looked, sir?
I got you. My family,
Okay.
one side of my family, because we all got, 4 different sides of our family. One side of my family, which is my great grandmother's side, are all they're originally from Charleston. If you know about Gaston's Wharf in South Carolina, that's a slave port down. That was a slave port down there. I don't have
Okay.
to guess or wonder that my family wasn't a part of that.
Okay.
In real life. Hold on, in real life,
I, I get that. But okay, now you're jumping to Charleston. Do
say
you
that again.
have the now you're jumping to Charleston, South Carolina.
That's
Do
where
you
my
have
people. That's where one side of my people is from. That's why I jumped
okay,
in.
okay, I got that. They're from Charleston. Do you have the ship that they were imported onto
No, I just
Charleston?
told you I didn't look that far.
Oh, okay. So that's the one. That's the ship that
No, no,
your
no. Gaston's
ancestors.
Wharf is the port. Gaston's Wharf is a port in South Carolina. Anybody from South
Right.
Carolina should know about Gaston's
Oh
Wharf.
yeah, yeah, we all do. I was just was wondering if I wasn't sure if that was the same ship from the 1600s that you're pertaining to.
Oh no, 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 no. That's why I said my people would have came over here just like everybody else people from between 1600s and the 1800s.
Okay, but you don't know for sure that you haven't confirmed it yet. You're just going by the fact that that's a port, and because they lived in Charleston, that they more than likely came in that port on a ship from Africa. Is that for the record to
Yes.
be clear? Okay.
Also the name, also the last name that this particular side of my family had. That name wasn't no black person or no Indian Native American person had that name. That's
And what
one.
was that last name be, sir?
Warren, um,
War-
and
Warren.
and
Uh,
Gilliard.
with Warren,
So
Warren, sir.
yes, ma'am.
And what's the other last name?
Gilliard.
Gilliard.
Yes, ma'am. And
Sir, just by
Gilliard. Hold on, Sister Betty. Let me say this. If anybody on this panel or anybody in the chat knows anything about the Gilliards, the Gilliard family, that last name is tricky because the Gilliards, they even accept the if you spell it Gillard, they accept those people as family too. So you got to be careful with the Gilliard last name because it's spelled about 3 different ways and they all consider each other family.
objection, Your Honor. Now I got to play my part. Objection, Your Honor, to the last names of Warren and Gilliard. Your Honor, I have the list of the most common American Indian last names, one of which is Warren and
Sister
Gilliard.
Betty,
For the record, Your Honor, excuse me, I'm objecting.
go
Uh,
ahead. I'm gonna eject
uh,
next.
of the most common American Indian last names that the Negroes hold here in the Americas, one being Warren and the other Gilliard, are both on that list, Your Honor. I'd like to present that for evidence. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, can I respond? All right. So now what you're not gonna tell your chat, and I love you, Sister Betty, because like I said, you're probably one of the most. You catch a lot of flack, but you're one of the most honest people here. A lot of these common names that they're showing.
So this is definitely King
Hold on, I
Casper.
got you.
Go ahead.
Let me answer. So, what? Again, these names being common today or at one point in time does not mean that they always had these names. You know what I'm saying? You can look at when these names were granted to these people. A lot of these, especially Warren and names like Gilliard, we spoke about this with the 1890 commissioner. A lot of black people or Native Americans pick which one started picking up these names during slavery. And by 1890, when the Indian commissioner told them to get these Christian names, they all had to get them. So it's common only because they all started taking them. It's not common because these were original names. These were not their original last names. Indians didn't even have names here. They didn't. They had, like you said, nicknames. They never used names like Warren or Gilliard. Because let's make sense of this. How would these Native Americans have known these European names? Did they go to Europe? No. They had to have gotten them from the colonizer because they never went to Europe. You can't come up with something that you don't know of. So they got it from somewhere. So the names you pointing out that these names are commons is irrelevant. They mean nothing. That means nothing.
That wouldn't be your decision for your decision. That would be for your honor. Your honor, I have another question. Even though I submitted the evidence of those being common American Indian last names, for the record, your honor, I'd like to point out the fact that the American Indians that gave these names to these Indians who had Indian last names were of melanated people, very melanated people who were their parents and grandparents. They were their slave masters. I'd like to put that into evidence. And also, for the record, sir, I'd like to ask the defendant, Mr. Shea, one more question as it relates to his last name. Mr. Shea, do you have the African name of the ancestor that came from Africa before they gave them the
No,
last name
ma'am. No,
Warren?
ma'am. I told you I've
Okay.
never even looked that far back. But again, hold on. Let's put two and two together.
Wait, excuse me.
Hold on.
You're
I got
answering the
you.
question.
I got you. I'm
I
answering you.
have
Sister
no
Betty, I'm
further
not gonna be long
questions.
with it.
I have no further questions for this defendant, Your Honor.
You're not letting me answer either. Here we go.
I'm letting you go now because now it's time for your attorney to let you keep
Okay, so
talking.
here
Go
we
ahead.
go. Here we go. How would one acquire a European last name? How would a black person acquire? Because I know what my family look like. I know what my family look like. They black as hell.
Are you asking that to me,
No, what I'm
to the
asking you
defendant?
is, hold on. What I'm asking you
I'm the
is,
plaintiff.
what
You're
I'm
asking
asking
me
you
this
is, and
question.
if these people already existed, this I asked you this before. If these people already existed and these people already was in America, why would they need to take on a last name like Warren if they had their own last names? Make it make sense.
Okay, Your Honor, I'd like to answer that question without interruption. Your Honor, according to these archive files here in the Library of Congress and from the Commissioner of the Department of Interior, the colonizers, aka enslavers, aka and our people that were appointed to the position of the Commissioner of Interior set a policy that the census takers and the school superintendents who happen to be the agents for the Commissioner of Ontario, they were asked to give the American Indians English Bible names, including in church, these names, to assign them these names because their names were too long, offensive, and uncumbersome. And they would like them to have English Bible names. Okay, for the record, here is this for the record from the instructions of the Commissioner of Ontario. Thank you, Your Honor.
Can I respond now?
Absolutely, sir.
Okay, so all
And
right,
also,
cool.
don't forget to prevent your evidence, other
Okay,
than
so look, look,
your,
look, look. I don't have
other
to
than
prevent my evidence. We have a whole, you
in
have a whole
federal
live
court,
with me
sir.
and you.
You
Hold
do
on.
have to
Okay, I
wait.
got you. I got you.
We're in
So
federal
okay,
court. Wait,
okay. You just,
hey, not a coincidence. Or King Cass, you do have to prevent.
you just used
Okay,
my evidence. You just brought up
no,
the 1890
wait, 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 wait,
commissioner
wait, wait,
telling
wait,
these
wait, wait,
people
wait,
to
wait,
use
wait,
the.
wait, wait, wait.
I mentioned that
I
before you
presented.
mentioned
Wait,
it.
no, you're gonna shut up right now.
All right, Sister Betty.
I just presented the instructions from 1790 all the way to 2000 and 2000 to 2000 from the Commissioner of Ontario for each year with their instructions. Okay, I presented that as factual evidence, which is a primary source. Sir, you must submit something other than your personal opinion to attack that primary evidence. Now I rest my case. Go ahead, sir.
All right, so Sister Betty, this where we go, like with integrity. So, um, you and I 2 weeks ago posted the same source and link for the Indian Commissioner telling these Native Americans to get.
Excuse me, nope. They were called American Indians back then, sir.
Okay, whatever. You know what I'm talking about. To get European names. We broke this down to Tayshawn Confederate flag. So now that we're on this panel today, I have a memory like an elephant. I don't know about you. So now today you're asking me to prove this, but you know what document I'm talking about because you
Sir,
pulled it
we
up
were
yourself.
not in court. Today we are in federal court.
Okay.
bringing this shit in.
So you want
Okay.
me to pull this document up again? I got you.
No, you can pull up anything you want, and also, we're in federal court. You're on the line here, sir.
You said I'm on what?
You're on the line here, sir. We are in federal court. This shit is real.
I ain't going to jail. I ain't paying taxes. I ain't doing none of that.
Okay. All
I
right.
ain't
Well,
paying no back
you
money
the
because I
bad ass.
hold on. I'm not making. Hold on. I got you. You know, I'm not. Everything I'm saying, it could be back because again, you have videos on your channel proving everything that I'm saying because you brought up the same source that I'm speaking about. You broke down to Tayshawn that again. I learned from you, Sister Betty, that the Native American original Indians
American Indian,
did not even
Aboriginals.
have um what you would call them like regular names like us. They had nicknames. I learned that from you.
Right. But what you're failing to remember, sir, is that we were enslaved by the colonizers. We are prisoners of war. Do you understand that?
I'm
As I'm
not. I'm not.
speaking,
I'm not
the
denying that. I'm not
people
denying that,
who,
Sister Betty.
okay,
What I'm
so that's
hold on. What
how we
I'm
got
saying
the
is,
last names.
hold on. I
We
got
were
you. What I'm
still
saying is
prisoners.
this.
Nope. Your Honor, we're speaking at a time
Yeah,
we
I'll
were
let the lady speak
prisoners.
first, Yana.
We're speaking from a time that we became prisoners of war as enslaved Indians. This is what our enslavers did to us. We had no power. We were overpowered, okay, as Indian to not be able to stand on our real Indian names. Okay, I just like to put that back on the record, even though it's already on the record. The defendant doesn't appear to understand that we're speaking from an empowerment movement, prisoner of wartime. I rest.
Okay, so now here we go. Now let's go back. You asked me about my family. Again, if we know that these Native Americans nor the Africans that came over here and that came over here use like any of their original names, you know, where you think a name like Warren or Gilliard came from? We know where it came from. Now, whether it be through forcefully or because of a law, they took on European names. So I'm not understanding why, why are you why are you trying to act like my family would have been here already with this name? They didn't whether they were black, let's put this into perspective, proper perspective. Whether they were black African or Native American, they did not have a traditional last name that or modern last name that we see today. They would
That's
have had
correct.
to have a European last name from the
That is
time that
correct.
the Africans from the time that they were brought over here on these ships. Prior to that, if you look up what they were doing to the Africans before they brought them over here, they was giving them Christian names before they even brought them to America. So those people been lost their last name. Not all of them, but a lot of them did. And then when you come to America, the Native American Indians didn't have last names. So the names that we're walking around, Warren, Gilliard, Sister, what's your last name, Sister Beth? Whatever your last name is, these are all European given names. So
Sir,
when you
I
say that, hold
stated
on,
that.
let me land
I
right here. Let me
stated
land right
that.
here, Sister Betty. You can
Yes,
have the
please
floor.
hurry
Let me
up.
land. When you say when you guys question, oh, how do you know? How do you know your family? Where the hell did my family get this last name from? Now, granted, I told you I looked up a bunch of plantations in South Carolina. That Warren name definitely came from a European. The
Uh,
Warren name is not from nobody
sir,
black, not
that's
from no
I'm
Native
not
American
disputing
Indian.
that, sir.
That is a white European name, and so is Gilliard. So
Okay.
anybody telling you different just doesn't. They don't know that far. They haven't looked that far. They don't know, or they
Okay.
just in denial.
Are you
Cause you,
landing your plane?
yeah, there you go.
Okay, can you mute up? Your Honor, again, I've never disputed the fact that we don't have English Bible names, okay, from those that have empowered us. However, I'd like to just reiterate for the record that Mr. Shah has not brought in any evidence of one ancestor from Africa, yet he maintains one of those common American Indian last names.
Those are not
I,
common. Hold on, Sister Betty. Those are not
sir,
only just
sir,
American common Indian last names. Those are
sir,
common black. Hold on, my family. Hold on, my whole family don't. What do you? Let's make sense.
sir,
Hold on,
are you
Sister Betty.
aware that
My
the
family.
people that Are you aware that
Hold
the
on,
people
my family.
that, sir, we're in war. We're in war times.
I
Are you
got you.
aware who the people that we were in war with are giving us those names? Are you aware of who those people are?
Yes, hold on. Can I respond to
Who
you?
are they, sir?
Hold on.
Who are the people who have empowered and enslaved the Indians? Who are they? And what is their
Europeans,
race?
the same people that
Okay,
empowered and
thank
enslaved the
you.
Africans.
Excuse me. Now I
Okay,
will
so
ask you
Mrs.
this question.
Bethy,
I rest my case. I will rest my case in a minute.
can I respond to you? Do you
Excuse
know
me,
how many
sir.
black? Oh,
Excuse me. Excuse me.
you all
Your
over the
Honor,
place.
for the
Really, you
record,
convoluting
in
the
case,
context.
Your Honor, for the record, I'd like the audience to understand who a European is. Sir, could you please tell me, are Germans Europeans? Yes or no, sir? Are Germans Europeans? Shay, are Germans Europeans?
You said what? Are Germans
Are
Europeans?
Germans Europeans?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Are people from Ireland Europeans?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are people from England Europeans?
Yes, ma'am.
Sir, are there any other European countries that you know of
Yes,
that
I
I
know a
have
lot
not
of
named?
European countries.
Okay.
What's your
Okay.
point?
Okay. Since the defendant is aware, okay. Wait, one more question. Is Spain a European country?
I can't hear you, Sister Bethy. Repeat that one more time.
Is
That's not your
Spain
fault. It's loud
is,
where I'm at.
is Spain a European country?
Is Spain? Yes.
Yes. Is France a European country?
Yes.
Sir, are you aware that those are the motherfuckers that the Indians were in war with? And those are the same people that maintains those very same last names. Are you aware of that, sir?
Yes. I don't.
Okay, I rest my case, Your Honor. No further questions for this nuisance of a witness.
Now here we go. Here's your convoluting of this of the context of this. You do know there's a bunch of black people in today's time that have these common you trying to call them common Native American Indian names, but they're just
No,
common.
sir. Excuse me.
I'll let you talk,
Again,
sister. I'll let you talk. I'll let you
excuse
talk.
me. Excuse me. No, Your Honor. Your Honor. The evidence that I submitted to you came directly from the Library of Congress. Those are not Sister Bethy's documents. The names that we're giving to the Aboriginals, aka American Indians, came from the Library of Congress, which are official documents for the record. And at that going, Big Willie is looking at my ass. On this note, court is closed.
So
Thank
why
you.
black? So why
Thank
all?
you. Court
Why
is
black
closed,
African
sir.
American?
I'm going to move you off. Court is closed because Big Willie's waiting for my ass. But before we close court, I'm going to ask the jury to give me a 1 if I just whooped his ass in federal court, and give me a 2 if it needs to be continued. Give me a 1 if I just whooped his ass in federal court, and give me a 2 if we need to continue it for further investigation. Oh, look at this shit. Oh, it looks like we're winning. Play some little music for this.
In our own zone, make yourself at home, get to know mine on the inside. Can meet at yours next time.
Yo, smash the motherfucking like button. And y'all know what? That's just a basic argument. A basic argument. And I whooped his ass in a little basic. Could you imagine if when I really step in court with the real shit? This is why I whooped your ass, King Kaz. And that's why you're laughing. I whooped your ass. I whooped your ass, King Kaz. Keanu Riggs. Yo, y'all, listen. Even though we have the funds raised for our lawsuit, it's already, paid for, but we are going to hire a lawyer. We're going to have to, because we're going after universities and co-founders of nonprofits who have opened these museums. So we're asking for continued support. You can hit our website, which is here. Let me put this link in the chat for everybody. I just whooped his ass in federal court. Copy. I'm going to put this in the chat so that people who does the rewatch. See, I just whooped the Pan-African's ass. King Kaz. Donate. So, we want to pay this lawyer. We need to get this done. We understand people's financial hardships, okay? And that they can't individually file things like this in federal court. But we can. You are a Pan-African, Shay One, because you sound like him. Shay One, you are a Pan-African. You are a Pan-African, and you just got your ass beat. So, Shay One, you might as well go ahead on and hit our website and donate so we can pay our lawyer, okay? But we are filing that lawsuit, and you serious? You're gonna be a little cheerleader after. We're gonna turn you into a cheerleader. But I gotta get out of here, y'all. I love y'all, and Shay One, I'm not letting you. You know what? I'm not playing with his little ass. I got to get out of here. What do you want? What do you want? I was getting ready to end my show.
All right, let me just say this, Sister Betty.
What? What?
I said it's funny because, like, I give everybody their flowers, like
you got your ass whooped.
All right,
One.
cool. Look, we gotta have some integrity, when we having this conversation.
What are you gonna have integrity for an African for?
No, what I'm saying have integrity is we gotta be honest and stuff like that when we having these conversations. So remember, you calling me a Pan-African, but I'm the only person that said, yo, when it came to that name thing with the Indians, Sister Betty was telling the truth. I ain't slander you, I ain't do none of that.
I'm not giving you no flowers until you.
No, you don't gotta
real.
give. No. I'm not asking you to give me flowers. I'm not asking you to give me flowers. But all I'm saying is if we're gonna have these conversations, let's just be honest and fair and respectful. Because I'm
respectful. I didn't say bad things to you.
No. What I'm saying is you trying to make it seem like you beat me. But if anybody in the chat, no, you did not. You referenced something.
Was in the chat.
Hold on,
everybody said I beat you.
Yeah, okay, but they biased. Most of them people stupid. They don't even look up information like
how
me.
Can you call?
Yeah, all of them, all of them. From the oldest
stupid.
to the young people, they all idiots in that chat. Now, again, that's why I give you your flowers because I respect you.
I gotta go.
All right, so what I'm saying is that the next time we in court, let's just have some integrity and let's be honest. You referenced something that we spoke about 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, but
so how did you win if you referenced something that we both explained to Tayshawn? We both won.
Yeah, no, we didn't. You didn't win that on an African thing.
Like, let's make sense of this.
I did. I gotta go. Willie said we gotta go. So get off the piano. I gotta close the show.
Good. All right, later.
Yeah, he mad. And 357 frequency, you hush your mouth too. Cause you a pan boo boo. But y'all, I gotta go. Support the lawsuit for the lawyer. You gotta pay his ass. We gotta pay his ass. And we gotta pay the lawyer's ass. We gotta pay the lawyer. But let's go. You know me. No, you don't. You probably do. Then you probably don't. But anyway, if you do, hi. But anyway, I gotta get out of here, guys. All right. I love y'all, and I'll be just very busy. Tomorrow, I will be uploading the cease and desist letters for you, the individual, to send to these African-American museums. Okay? That's a cease and desist letter is going on the website for you to mail. It's a 1-pager, these cease and desist letters to these African American museum co-founders. Okay, that's gonna go up tomorrow. So I got to get out, y'all. I love y'all, and I'm so out of here. I gotta go.
Long live Ag. Yeah. These are my memoirs. Light up a cigar, smoke up the memories as I sit and dust them off. Why do people say it's just to piss you off? Ignore them, no call button, and then dress too par. Now they can't test the guards, had to defy the odds. It only get tougher back then. We thought times was hard. Told them don't write me off. Told them don't type at all. To all the ones that gave up, this a reply to y'all. That wavy haired kid that you knew been on a tear since. The crowds was lower than the laughter. Now that I'm hearing the praise for staying committed to something they played with. It was always about us, it's never about who's your favorite. Took my insecurities and made my future more secure. The way we moving, it's like we really been here before. The proof is in the progress from the year before. Furthermore, we wanted to further things more. They took another route, so what you think we kings for? No angel